Everyone highly loves to absolutely endlessly excitedly talk about high-speed track lap times, highly aggressive lateral grip limits, and massive terrifying top speeds. But let us be absolutely totally brutally honest about exactly where you are actually physically going to strictly drive this car, absolutely every single day, right deeply in the dead highly frustrating center of miserable aggressive bumper-to-bumper heavy city traffic. When you are slowly painfully crawling along at a highly painful 5 kilometers per hour, the absolutely only physical mechanical attributes that actually genuinely matter directly to your mental sanity are exactly how seamlessly the physical automatic transmission electronically works with the engine block, and exactly how smoothly and highly effortlessly the steering rack immediately reacts to your sudden steering inputs. This highly versatile automotive platform typically strongly offers two very distinct and highly technologically completely different automatic transmission options, depending extremely heavily on the highly specific engine choice and the exact precise production year. You typically have the highly deeply traditional, incredibly mechanically robust torque converter automatic transmission, and the highly much more modern, incredibly deeply fast shifting dual clutch transmission, which is highly, almost universally heavily referred to as the DCT. If you are someone who strictly spends 90% of their highly stressful driving life physically stuck deeply in terrible, highly urban gridlock, heavily commuting slowly exactly to a crowded downtown office, the highly traditional liquid torque converter automatic is honestly an absolute highly smooth mechanical dream to strictly operate. The internal fluid coupling physical design completely effectively mechanically isolates the running engine from the driving wheels, meaning that slowly lightly creeping forward in heavy aggressive traffic is absolutely buttery smooth, with absolutely completely zero physical mechanical jerking harshness or annoying hesitation. When you quickly physically transition your right foot directly from the heavy firm brake pedal straight to the highly responsive accelerator, it highly elegantly completely slurps up absolutely all the highly annoying mechanical vibrations and driveline shuddering harshness completely before it ever legally has a chance to physically heavily reach the quiet passenger cabin, heavily resulting in a highly relaxed, completely luxury-like driving physical experience directly at low urban speeds. However, if you heavily happen to purposely purchase the highly powerful turbo diesel engine paired highly specifically with the highly advanced 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, your actual daily heavy city driving physical experience is going physically to be wildly and noticeably totally different. Dual-clutch gearboxes are essentially highly complex, sophisticated, automated manual transmissions strictly controlled by highly complex digital computers and physical electronic actuators, and strictly because they actively use actual physical friction completely dry clutch plates, they absolutely deeply hate heavily creeping forward physically at a snail's pace for heavily extended time periods. If you physically actively try to slowly slightly inch forward exactly by just very slightly lifting your foot off the heavy brake pedal, the transmission computer has to constantly heavily physically slip those physical completely mechanical clutch plates specifically to safely prevent the physical engine from violently stalling, which can eventually rapidly result directly in a slight highly noticeable vibrating shudder or minor highly annoying hesitation right exactly as the heavy vehicle heavily begins to physically move, especially significantly if the entire transmission is completely aggressively heat-soaked directly from a full hour of brutal stop-and-go traffic. The absolutely ultimate exact secret to physically driving the highly complex dual-clutch completely perfectly in heavy aggressive traffic is to completely radically alter your traditional driving habits. You must completely highly purposely leave a small highly reasonable safe gap exactly to the specific car directly in front of you, and then heavily smoothly and highly affirmatively press the accelerator pedal physically to directly allow the transmission computer to completely fully and physically heavily engage mechanical clutch plates, rather than constantly deeply riding the heavy brake pedal and directly causing highly excessive brutal friction heat. Once you are actually physically completely moving directly above 10 or exactly 15 km per hour, the highly complex dual-clutch transmission instantly aggressively completely transforms directly into an absolute highly aggressive mechanical masterpiece, violently ripping exactly